memories videos. I have had so many memories in my life so far, in my 18, almost 19 years of being here, and I thought I'd share some of them with you. See, in your prom, for example, was one of them. See, in your prom was so much fun. I had a good time going to prom and everything. It's one thing about high school that I will always remember forever and ever. Even as the years go on and on, I will always remember my proms and how fun they were. They they were they were really fun. Lots of good times with proms and everything. High school graduation. On June 22nd, 2011, I have graduated high school. It is one moment that I will never forget. Had a lot of fun in high school. I have met lots of new people, made lots of friends. I also have gotten quite a bit of awards in my high school years, such as high honors and more. I have also made lots of friends and so on, and also took a lot of fun and interesting classes, such as computer construction and repair, and as well as Cisco Network and Academy. We also had lots of good times, from pep rallies to color war and much more. And now I'm ready for the real world. My disco party. For one of my birthday parties, I decided I wanted to do something special. So I decided to do a disco birthday party, and it was a lot of fun. We all dressed up in disco style, and we had a disco ball, and we danced the a night away. It was just so much fun. I had a good time. We all had fun dancing. Mexico. For one of my vacations that I went on was to Mexico, and it was a fun vacation. I got to swim with the dolphins. I went to see a cool magic show which was a lot of fun. I even got to meet some cool people in Mexico. Made some new friends over there. And the really fun. Uh, I would so go back there if I ever got the chance to. Someday. Food drive for a club that I was in. A long time ago, I was in a club called Build On. One of the things that I did while I was in Build On was to do some volunteering. And one of the things that I did was I collected food for the food drive that we did. I had such a good time doing it. I will always remember all the food that I collected for and and how I felt really good inside for doing it. The Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays. The Thanksgiving, always a fun time. I enjoy it. I enjoy making shout outs for everybody and telling everybody what I'm thankful for and so on. It's always a good time to spend with friends and family and so on. Japan. Japan was a cool trip to go on. Japan, I got to experience a different culture, and it was kind of fun actually. I got to see lots of cool places. I learned a little bit of the language, and I thought it was kind of interesting how they say the word yes. You who may think that this is kind of funny the way they say it. The way that they say yes in Japanese is hi. Uh, I ate some Japanese food, and I thought it was cool. Definitely a cool experience to see while I was there. But I was there because my brother went to Japan for a year to study the Japanese language. My my neighborhood, there is no place like home. My neighborhood is a wonderful place to live in. I got so many neighbors, so many nice ones too. Who there's lots of memories are to be told in my neighborhood. Like for example, I remember one time I went fishing with my best friend down at the river. We had caught an eel. It was so freaky. It was so freaky. It just came like out of nowhere. I also remember last year our neighborhood went through a hardship. In March 2010, we we had a bad storm that hit lots of trees in our neighborhood was hit. We were the hardest ones hit. It took them a lot of work though. It takes a lot though to knock down trees in our neighborhood. I remember a tree fell down from the neighbor's yard onto ours. He was nice enough to get somebody to remove it, and she was nice enough to cover the cost of the tree. And there's also lots of nice parties that go on in our neighborhood and so on. Weddings. It's always fun to watch someone in the family get married. One of my cousins on my dad's side of the family got married, and it was so exciting to experience that. My my dad even though my dad died when I was very little, he died because of a terrible accident. It's a long story, but I will always remember the good times that we have had together. Like he would take me with him to work a lot, and he would also take me to lots of cool places. I remember every Saturday we would go to Jimmy's for breakfast before going on on the boat. It's not easy going through difficult times like this. Courage to speak. The Courage to Speak Family Night. A few years back, I would help out with Family Night. Every year, Intercats runs a wonderful event. She comes in and he speaks about her story that she went through a long time ago. He lost a son to a heroin overdose, and she got up in front of lots of people and she told a story about it. Fa- family reunion. Family reunion. Getting together with the family. Always a fun time. After all, you don't get to see them that often. I got lots of family, including members that are far away. For Vermont house. I Vermont house. I remember when we first bought this house about 4 years ago or so. When we first moved into it, the house was a mess. I even remember the first night our heater broke, and so we had to get it fixed. Thankfully, a friend of ours who fixes stuff like that came in and saved us from having a frozen first night. The there once was once we renovated the place and fixed it up a bit, the house turned out to be a nice place. It is a nice house to be at. There are so many good times we have had at that place. Such as I remember quite a few vacations that we went on and we spent it at the Vermont place, and especially having friends and so on. Nice thing about it is being close to people like my cousins and everything. The A storm to 2010, back in 2010, which I told some of it kind of going back to my neighborhood, but in this one I'm gonna explain it more. Back in 2010, a powerful nor'easter had hit a storm that was predicted lots of rain and some wind, only 40 miles per hour, but it turned out to be much worse than predicted. In the middle of the storm, terror was felt when the winds increased to 75 miles per hour. There was a lot of damage. One of the trees fell down in my backyard. It was so powerful it knocked it down. So nobody saw it coming, and all the trees were falling down. I remember trying to get out of my neighborhood because it was one of the hardest hit, and it was not easy, but eventually we figured uh, uh, a way out. The effects of it, besides trees falling down, where the power was knocked out for 4 days for me. For some people, it was a week. My neighborhood was the hardest hit. So, well, the company was working on our neighborhood for at least a couple days, because the damage was so severe. The the things like power poles fell down, and as you know, when power poles fall down, it takes quite a bit to fix, and so on. It takes quite a bit of time. My first girlfriend, at first it turned out to be a good relationship, but then at almost 1 year it went down the toilet. I found out that she was into other guys, and she ended up cheating on me. I was so sad about it. Remember, I wrote I wrote a sad song about her. And one night during a thunderstorm, I had written it. The thunder and the lightning that were in the song was real. And if you were listening to the song, you can tell how sad I felt. I remember so many good memories that we have had before I found out about the cheating that was going on. I remember he would come to my house, and we he would hang out and and have fun. He would go to the movies, and see a movie, even going out to dinner, which we did a few times. A lot of people did not like the relationship between us, when some people were telling me about it. So some of her friends were telling me that she was cheating on me. At first, I thought to myself, this can't possibly be true. And then one day, on a nice sunny day, she called my cell phone, and and then he told me the truth about it. But but yeah, the those are some memories that I have had in my life. Of course, I'm not going to go through them all, because there is way too many. But if you want to view more, I have a memory book on my website, and I will put the link to it in the description below the video. Thanks for watching my video.